Martin Kemp again in Australia just the other day.
This guy, this is like the world's most interesting man.
Again, I'm like, how is he doing it? I'm fucking jealous as hell.
Bro, he's just got, I think his job is having him travel. He's living the dream right now.
Yeah.
Just the other
Mm-hmm.
What so let's talk. You guys are all y'all competing at King of Florida?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I know I am. John is. I know our
Both
Kelly
are.
mentioned is. Yep.
Listen, I got
know
the most savage question from Robert the other day. And he says this. How many wins does this guy have until he moves up? He said, he sure as hell ain't moving up today. I'm here to stop him. Fucking animal. I'm like, where is he going with this? But I'm like, that's it. That's the spirit. He kept asking. I'm like, why does he want to know how many wins this guy has? He's like, he ain't moving up today.
That's right.
So
Fucking him up.
that's it.
Fucking gatekeeper.
I will say that some of your matches, Robert, were definitely some of the most hyped at the Fit Expo.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty live when Sarah Latona got up. I think a lot of people thought she was about to smoke you or something, and like the place was pretty amped up, and you obviously beat her.
Yeah, when she got purchased on it, I heard him get after it. So it's like,
Sure.
all right.
Sure.
Almost wanted to come back on the B side, but nah, can't lose to a girl
Tell me
again.
the truth. In your heart, how were you feeling? You knew you had to win that match, right?
Oh, yeah, but I wasn't really concerned at any point.
Fair enough. Imagine if you would just miss the go though. Let's say you were sleeping or someone got your attention, right? I got into a dog fight with Sarah in a full-blown hook war for a minute. So there was no saying like I was half committed and end up losing it. So just like imagine that could have went that way for you. You're in a hook war with her and she beats you. That's the energy that it was when I lost to Sarah. It was horrifying. Horrible.
That'd be terrible.
That, you know what though? It was better than beating her. Because if you lost to Sarah, what was her name? Latona? LaFonda?
LaFonda.
Sarah LaFonda. I apologize.
Yeah.
LaFonda. It would have been so many more videos than when you beat her.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a highlight. So next time I'm seeding the bracket where you have the worst advantage against whatever girl shows up.
Dude, just do it in the first match. That way I can come back. Like I can't be my second loss.
Okay.
And then I'm okay with that. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
Sarah.
Put me in the women's class and I'll let them both beat me. I'll go 0-2 on purpose just so they can both get a win.
Wow. Oh, that's the cop out. Hey, we pull up with Sarah and Gabby and he's like, I'm letting them get wins.
They wouldn't be in my weight class. They're too big.
Dude, I wish there was video or I wish I seen it, but ever since I heard that Gabby stonewalled Ron Bath in a hook.
There's video of it.
There is video of it?
Yeah.
Once I heard this at that point, I knew right there I would never, ever grip up with her even on a side.
Never mind.
That's a liability. You're going to get smoked, not watching. We already pulled with Sarah and you see Gabby looked like she was as strong as Sarah or a little bit stronger that day. But she, you could just imagine that's another chick you have to fend off halfway through arm wrestling. So,
yeah, I grouped up with Gabby in Virginia and she felt like John Brzezinski to me. It was the same.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Somebody clip that, put that as a quote on his gravestone. You felt like John Brzezinski to me.
Yeah. You're not going to.
She was whopping everyone probably under 200 pounds, and it wasn't even close.
Isn't that wild? And that she's so short. So it shows you that the leverage is a joke. If you're just strong, leverage don't really mean shit. If you're just strong, you could be 5'2" and a girl.
Yeah, but her arm is probably super short.
Oh, I haven't personally gripped up with her, But yeah, if she's 5'2", she's got to be super. Her forearm's got to be super short.
Yeah, she's got fucking 18-inch biceps over there.
Yeah, for real. Her arm looks just as wide as it does fucking long.
Your boy Roman, he's gone before King of Florida. He's not going to be competing.
I will message him.
Yeah, this kid has King of Florida energy.
I will definitely try to get him down there.
Robert, they got that crazy Russian kid now training at their weekly practice.
Yeah, he posted something today. I'm gonna look at it right now.
Yeah, I think he was already in New York.
It's his. Okay. Well,
but
shit. Maybe he could probably just take a little one-way trip. He's not that far. Hell, we went to Georgia in the day.
You guys' pride and joy is on the line. George and Max.
Hey, I can't wait for that.
Is George the strongest arm wrestler in your team?
Yes.
Yeah. So if this guy loses, it hurts the credibility of your team. We used to do this back in the day.
Oh, for sure.
What's that?
I said, yeah, for sure it would. But he's got
George ain't fucking losing. Bro?
Hey, me and Artem used to have a guy named Patrick Downs. I know none of y'all know who he is. But we used to have to he used to be our heavyweight. So when we go somewhere, we would be bringing this guy. And even if we weren't arm wrestling, if your best, strongest guy on your team has got a match, your whole team's credibility is on.
Oh yeah.
You're one four guy.
That's your strongest guy.
Here, he can lose. Your big dog can't.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I see your point.
Yeah. Is that why y'all keep putting John up?
We have John. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because John is the best, well-rounded guy. He's like our John Brzezinski. You see what I'm saying?
John Zilla.
Yeah, John Zilla. Yeah,
I think John's the best left-handed on the team, right?
No, his right's pretty damn good. When he's fresh, his right is real fucking good.
For about one day every 3 months, it feels awesome.
Hey, it only needs to show up one day a month. That's it.
King of Florida.
This Saturday, you're good.
No, he's just talking shit. His right is just really good.
Let's talk a little bit about the Max and George matchup.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
I see some behind the scenes. What's going on?
Max is he's too seasoned. He's a big guy coming down. You know, he's literally going to only be 176 for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. But
that's it.
Listen, this is a huge opportunity for George, first off.
Oh.
I mean, if Max is coming down, he's already got the credibility, everything. He's a beast. Everybody knows it. Who knows George Whitfield besides him beating Brian?
Oh, I know. No, I know.
Right?
I know.
Listen,
I want George to win.
But
I'm Team George.
But if he gets out there and face Max and say he beats him, which I think he will beat him, then that's huge for him. That's a huge opportunity.
Tell me this real quick, because I like your confidence, but is this just a feeling, or do you have you believe he shuts his hand down, or what is your equation for this win?
I've seen Max and Antonio pull before. You know,
Kowalski?
Yeah. And it's pretty good. I think but I watched what George did to Antonio.
You're talking about at Middleburg, you saw them, right?
I've saw him pull in practice and I've saw him pull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
you gotta take that with a grain of salt though.
At least George is in the ballpark. Right.
If Max was actually George's true, if there were the true, because Max is from a different weight class. Let's just be real. He's at least a cut above, coming down. If they were both already at that weight class, I don't know.
When I met Max, he was 150 pounds.
Okay.
12 years ago.
Yeah, 12 years ago. That's probably what George was a year and a half ago.
I've seen Max as big as 210 pounds, so I will agree he's definitely the bigger person. There's no arguing that.
He's what, 6 foot tall or so?
Yeah, he's a big dude. Now, what could happen though is that's the weight cut doesn't agree with Max, or maybe he makes it but can't bounce back quick enough, and George surprises him. You know, that can happen. I mean, I'm not saying that, bro. George right now, to me, he just feels so strong, so I can't even tell what level he's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm sure Max would feel the same way. Like, what the hell are you gonna do with it? Because he's a monster.
Yeah, bro. When I gripped up with Max at Middleburg, he felt like Artem.
Yeah, Iron Hand, right?
Yeah, and what my fear is, I don't want George. You perfect example. You know the match you had with him, Brandon, at Matt's house for the party.
Yeah,
George.
That little mini super match between you and George.
Sure, that was great.
That's what I don't want to see happen. And
I don't think that's going to happen because that was a 160-pound version of a 180-pound George. Now, So I know now he's a lot.
But
stronger.
that George was pretty damn intimidating still, though.
Yeah, but nothing like he is now. But I'm sure that's just him trying to catch up to the strength that Max is already at, right? Because he's already that good. So I would say Max is the favorite, but I think George can win it.
When are they weighing in? That's going to make a difference. Is it day before or day of?
So it's whatever they agree to. As far as, like I was saying, a little bit of behind the scenes, Max is no fool. Max knows an advantage where it lies, and I would anticipate that Max is going to weigh in at the very first opportunity, and he will be there ready to go on point. Now, the problem is going to be, are these guys going to weigh in front of each other? Who's going, Max, I told you guys this before, as they get bigger, Max will become harder and harder to beat for George.
Yeah.
George is super strong, but he needs to go ahead and make sure that he can contain Max and keep Max under control.
Yes. I do agree with that. It's gonna be it's a tough test for sure. It's a big hill to climb, but I think he's close enough where he can definitely make it a match. Or you never know, he could give Max a problem with his hand size, or maybe he could turn him into a hook. I don't know what his game plan is. So I don't know if he has. He just go out there and just go sideways.
Dude, if George fucking just spanks him, like just throws him in a fucking hook and just drive, like those insane surges that he has, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm expecting to happen round one.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. Can he sustain it?
Yeah, and is he gonna be able to handle Max's energy? Because that guy's.
If he lets Max get into it, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's exciting because it's a good match. I mean, it's a match I think George has wanted for a while. So
how did that come about anyway?
Max wanted George. He wants to come down to 76 and be the man, apparently. And
to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, and he's like, he wants to pull George. But them two have never gripped up before. Not once. And so that makes it really interesting because it's hard when you first grab a hold of somebody because you think until you grab a hold of them, then you don't know shit.
We need to send George to the School of Arm Wrestling with Brandon over there and learn all the tricks of the setup.
The problem is that he's going to be in a deep ass water with Max playing a lot of games in the setup. If George is willing to make the referee foul Max initially to get him under control and doesn't sit there and they take a 20-minute setup, George could do what he did to Brian LaFierre. And if also George has to know when his matches are lost and when to lay down.
Yes, that's a big problem he had. He gets in that bad spot watching him do it with you, and then he stayed there. Like, George, lift that up, get out of there.
Yeah, one of the other thing too is And I love Max. He's an amazing arm wrestler, actually. Max earned my trust through, or not my trust, my respect through showing up every single Saturday, not kick his ass, and then he'd be right back there, hyped as hell, crazy. You can't break his spirit, but he will falsely peacock too early and assume he has a position. And I've had some fortunate matches with him where he looked like he had a position, but I stayed in it still, even though he was, yeah. And suddenly I was back in it.
Yeah, he done.
So I'm hoping that he can't just bluff George out of the match by, they go in a hook and Max is, yeah. And then George just lets it up. So he's got to know when to fight, when to give it up. But
Who's going to be in his corner yelling?
yeah, I don't know. He told me he had John in his corner. John's
Nice.
Brendan, a little tripod.
If he wants me there, I'll be there. Heck yeah. I mean,
yeah, we had this conversation personally the other day. Nice, we got 21 just in the chat right now watching. It's gonna be crazy. I'm super hyped about it. We got another match, and we'll stay on this for a minute, but we still got Istvan and Taylor Gunderson. That's a fun one. Some lightweight guys that don't get a lot of shine normally. They're gonna have wars, but I want to go to some final predictions real quick, and this is honest predictions. I should make you guys all put $5 in so you say the real answer. But
okay, I'll do it. I'm in for 5.
Who do you believe, and what is your prediction for Max and George?
Now,
just
so you're basically saying
this is
who do you bet on? Who do you bet on when the money's on the table? How many rounds is this? 5? So 3 to win it. I just can't see Max not making it ugly. Like just making it
wins.
Max.
This is for the left hand or right hand are we talking about?
I believe they just have a left-handed match, no?
It's left and right hand.
Oh, it's left and right. Okay. I'm on the tournament and I don't know what's happening. Amazing.
Hey, you're gonna.
Yeah, I think for George to be in it, he's got to be the one to initiate, throw him into the hook. He can't get put into a bad spot.
Isn't Max's dominant arm his left arm?
His dominant arm is his left arm. That's why I thought that's what this was about. And George is only ranked left-handed.
Well, he's only ranked right-handed.
Oh, he's only ranked right?
Okay. He was ranked left-handed, but the Arizona State's got a lot of guys back in the rankings, so it kicked him off the top 20. But
that's gotta suck.
He was just on it. So that happened Saturday.
Yeah.
He got kicked off. Gotcha.
So, but he's still on their right-handed 20th. So, but man, it's a close match, man.
It's an exciting match.
But
it really is.
Predictions.
It all depends
predictions. Y'all are beating around some big bushes.
I would go 3-1. George wins left-handed.
Oof.
Okay. And no prediction for the right hand?
Right, man. It's so hard for me to. Well, I've never pulled Max at all. I know he's a monster, but right hand, it's hard for me to tell. Man, that one. I'd go 3-2. George again on that one. I'd bet on both of them. I think George is too fast, and I think if he can set the hook or. I think if he can get around Max's hand and if he can stop his pronation, I think he could shut Max down. If Max can stay super high and slide up the hand like he does, I watch his videos and he'll slide up before the go a little bit and he'll get all the way on top of your knuckle and then it's just whoop, kind of like you do, Brandon. And he just slides right at the hand. And then if he gets there, it's going to be a bad day for anybody on the other side, I think.
That's when George needs to let it go.
Yeah. If his post, the only thing I'm worried about with George is elbow fouls because of that strong post that Max has. I'm worried that George is going to try and come around and lift his elbow up and get fouled out.
All right. My official prediction. Go ahead. Go.
Max is a very emotionally driven individual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if this guy gets one, the likelihood of him getting the remainder increases. Just like if you stop him, the likelihood of you breaking it. I'm gonna say George is gonna win this. I'm gonna say dog fights 3-2, both hands. And
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro. I shit you not.
only reason I say this is I think that George is silently training harder than ever. The last time we seen George arm wrestle is what? California? He looked like he would have beat me. Okay, I seen how he was compared to Fisher on the side. Now, the only thing that might change my prediction or that could make my prediction wrong is Max's access to the King's move. I kind of showed at the party, the battle at the beach party we had, a little open top roll could expose George's hand.
Yes.
Now the difference is Max is not a quarter as strong as I am. So he has nothing to worry about. No. I think he has to worry about the same exact thing with Max. Me and Max arm wrestle very similar. So I don't think though that version of George I arm wrestled is the version of George that's here. What are we, 9-10 months later or something?
Yeah.
So he looks like he's gone through a second or third puberty.
Yes.
Diesel.
Well,
And he walks around at 180 pounds, 175 pounds. So we're going to get the fully very best version of him. And then we're certainly going to get a slightened version of Max. Even if Max wins it, it's not going to be the 210-pound Diesel version. This is the version.
Max looks shredded right now.
Shredded. But in all fairness, he has crazy genetics where he always looks like that.
He always looks jacked, but
he looked like that the day I met him. He looks like that today. He can get crazy fucking shoulder vein. Like he's got a great physique, shredded and lean.
Yeah, he's jacked, man.
All right, so
remember his old nickname Artem used to have for him, the Terminator. It was something crazy. There was some good one, but it was all about being shredded, basically.
All right, so Brandon and John are for George.
Yeah, and another thing that sways me towards George is that when he was in California, he looked as good as he did. That was 3 months ago, and he was 167 pounds that day, I believe. Right, and he's 10 pounds heavier than that, and might have a more ripped physique at this point. So I just don't know how. I think Max would beat Brian, but I don't know if he could do it the same way George did. And the version of George now, I don't know. I'd go with him, and he's been training his ass off.
Well, I think Max is actually the favorite. I think Max might be likely to win. I just have some feeling, right? I'm not basing this off of favorites.
I mean, I would say he's the favorite for sure.
If I were George, and George should be listening to this, I would make Max weigh in the day that I would have. I think it's probably maybe too late now, but I would have made him weigh in day of 176 on the fucking nose, right? I think what's going to happen, they're both going to use the 3-pound weight allowance and the early weigh-ins for convenience. Horrible idea for George. Tactically, I would have gotten Max to like the most emaciated version of him I could, because you're still Diesel for George 3 pounds lighter. That last 3 pounds of draw, but it's going to be a good war. But I got a feeling for George. That's how I'm putting it. Just pure emotionally based.
It's going to be awesome.
Both of them, my boys. I'm hoping it's absolute war. Yeah,
it's going to be exciting. I'm an adrenaline dump before my freaking matches for my tournament. That's
yeah. I already know you're going to be losing your fucking mind. You're in a fortunate position that they're going to both be wore out and tired entering the tournament. Hopefully,
let's go 3-2. Let's go like 4-minute matches.
Get your wins. I'm trying to get in that 176 round robin. I don't think they'll let me in.
I don't know. I told George he needs to try and get in there.
I tried. It looks like it's Phil. I don't know. I messaged. Hey, Lorray didn't even look at my message. My dog, Lorray, didn't even view my message.
Are you close to 176 right now?
I'm walking around like 185.
Damn.
And I'm real good at cutting weight, so I can we could probably be 76 tomorrow if there was
That's easy. Yeah.
You should do it for King of Florida. Come in there and pool with us.
No, man, because
You
then my
just
investment,
have to work out first. You
my
gotta hit a work-
investment physically is super high, and then it'll rob everybody from organization and shit.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be fun.
I'll be all emotional trying to beat y'all, all sucked out and hungry.
So who are the refs for King of Florida?
Well, hold on. I want to give a little shine to Estevan and Taylor.
Oh yeah, keep going, bud.
These guys are arm wrestling for the right to wire my trailer. Whoever wins this is getting the contract to connect my electricity.
So they're both the electricians.
Both electricians, one more certified than the other. Get into those details. You can kind of use your imagination.
Yeah.
They have the same build. I think just Taylor's bigger.
He's just they have the same build. Estevan's just got more hair. He's just like a hairy version of Taylor. That's it. An Eastern European fucking hairy version of Taylor. I can't, and I love Estevan. He's my boy. And just blame this on pop culture. But when he posts the pictures and I see his chest hair and his beard and I'm imagining his voice, I just imagine Borat. I
like armwrestling.
Yeah, and that's not even how he talks, but I love Estevan, but him and Artem, they both give me that same Eastern European vibe. Watch one day Estevan's gonna be like a mutant, 230 pounds. Look like Artem, imagine Artem started out the size of Taylor and Estevan and these guys.
You never know, man.
Gotta love
it. If we can get Steven on some good old fashioned meat, oh man, he'll be 200 pounds.
Yeah, I want arm wrestling if he starts eating meat.
Yeah, imagine that. He's that strong just eating some little vegetables out of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, his European wrist is like that. It's like that big, man. It's huge. It's weird.
Well, that speaks for the qual. Imagine if you were just eating vegetables.
Right.
How fucking weak you would be. But actually, maybe not. He would say you haven't tried it and you'll be stronger than ever. So
yeah.
He'll
show you a picture of a gorilla. Picture of a gorilla saying, "Look, he only eats grass."
How do you guys like that matchup?
I think it's a good matchup, but I think Steven's going to win that.
Yeah, that one. I say it could probably go either way. I'll say 3-2, depending on who wins the first round, which I think will be Steven. Steven he has a little bit of a bad habit of letting out too much rope. If he doesn't do that, and he just, doesn't play with his food, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. I just know Taylor's taller. He's got a bigger hand. So that's a lot to do. Because I heard some other guys that pulled him, he squeezes real hard and really gets in there. He's intimidating the setup, but Steven's got too much heart for that. He's going to go in there and be screaming and hanging off the side of the table. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Bro, we're going to have a whole loaf of Cuban bread and a pound of guacamole ready for him for when he wins.
I've got it. A landslide for Estevan.
Yeah.
Only because I've pulled both and my strength is up and down. The day I pulled Estevan, he felt like a freight train. So I remember actually being shocked and thinking I might have to break his fucking arm or supposed to, he had a nice little sticking point and shit. I was it was one of these moments where you're like, should I hit? We were pretty locked up.
Does that prediction have anything to do with him being more certified as an electrician?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Well,
that's a great point. That's a great point.
The point actually may be the opposite. I'm going to go ahead and have to check some licenses because I know Taylor's a pretty by the book type of guy. And Estevan gives me a little bit of Florida man vibes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Steven's going to tell you, oh, you don't need that gauge wire.
Yeah. And I'm that type of guy too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Then you're going to walk around smelling some shit burning.
Uh-oh, what do we got here? Is this a Mario game? Love it.
We're
Looks
we
good.
should get Steven and Grayson in, or what's his name? Gunderson?
Yeah.
Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Here's
We
the
should
thing,
do a
though,
little
Taylor,
FAL meetup.
Taylor's training with bigger, heavier guys than Esteban is routinely, which may or may not help. For me, it doesn't help. I progress
don't think
better
it-
if I train with people a little bit smaller or equal to me. But he may come in 10 times stronger than I thought, right? We're talking about the same George from 10 months ago, ain't the same George. Taylor's no slouch. He comes to practice and he trains with Matt King, who is like an arm wrestling nerd. He just sits there all day thinking about angle. Bro, he's got a fucking whiteboard 20 feet across with his training regiments, his goals. I'm not lying. When you go into, like, he's not fucking around. He's got 17 handles. They're all set up in the corner. You know, this guy's got his time slot for arm wrestling. So with that type of guy training with him, Taylor might be making some good leaps and bounds that I don't know. You know, I'm making my measurement off of Taylor 6-7 months ago and Esteban last month when I was dehydrated for what it is. Don't think you're too strong, Esteban.
So make sure you throw that little caveat in there.
Yeah. No, I have it 3-0. I have Esteban winning. I think that I think he's just going to be quite a bit too strong.
There you go, Steven. You hear that, buddy? Everybody's rooting for you.
That'd be a double win for my team. That's great.
In the event that he does win, which, you know, I don't actually even know who's the favorite between these two. We would have to have someone unbiased weigh in, but in the event he does win, how big is the celebration party at Garage Grinder practice?
If Steven's there, it's going to be a party. There's going to be a lot of things going around.
Next day, immediately Sunday, day after.
Dude.
Everything
You already know.
Puffing on things like this, walking around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the best mood. The
Oh, yeah.
best. He might fucking eat a burger that day, fucking around.
Steve gave us a $5 super chat and said he loves Taylor, but he's going to crush him.
Oh.
3-0.
3-0. Sarah Latona asks, when is King of Florida? King of Florida is this Saturday, August 12th.
R. Kelly wants a rematch.
We need some ladies to show up. We need the Queen of Florida. Will be Sarah Bachman. Is there anybody who, and this is no disrespect to anyone I'm forgetting, but who is our next lady for Florida behind Sarah Bachman?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that?
The girl Elizabeth, the one that won it at Sarah's.
No, that girl's not from here. She's from Texas.
Oh.
So do we don't even have one lady from here to defend for Florida? I mean, I know we got Sarah, but
Maggie.
Okay, Maggie is. Let me ask Chance. Chance is the official ranking guy. Is Maggie the number 2 female in Florida?
I mean, she probably has the second most points, I would assume.
Hey, good. That is true. Remember, ladies arm wrestle free here, so you guys get your wives, get whoever you know that's interested to bring some ladies out. We have awards for ladies also. Masters. We're doing kids. This is a big thing. A lot of people don't know. We're going to have a kids class. We are going to have a bounce house out there.
Hell yeah.
You guys can bring, I don't know if a lot of people don't know, we're going to be back at City Limits, the same place we were at for Bike Week. So it's a huge outdoor amphitheater style stage setup with like rolling hills for parking.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
A couple months ago, we had a boxing ring out there and we had a bunch of bikers from like all these biker gangs and clubs and shit arm wrestling chants for like $1 million if they won or whatever it was. They had like, what they have out there, $5,000 or something if you could beat it.
Yep.
Jesus.
And so it's gonna be similar to that. We got plenty of space out there, but want to make it a little bit more family friendly. You know, if you got 7 kids from 4 baby moms and it's your weekend, you can still come to the King of Florida. There's hope for you. Other than that, there is awards for kids and kids arm wrestle free. So kids and ladies are free. We will have masters out there at King of Florida. Over 199, under 199. It's pretty much how we divide that there. The Golden Gators. How'd you like that, John?
I love it. I'm gonna win one.
I should go out. We had one on the last podcast. They I'll tell you, man, they're pretty awesome. You'll like them. The ones for the pro class are huge. You'll love them. We got Golden Gators for every class. So amateur, semi-pro, and pro. I think you guys are going to love Badass Awards. Probably going to be one of the cooler things you could put up there with a lot of the medals that don't get recognized. Like that. You know, I think ultimately at King of Florida next year, we need to be we need like the Mississippi States Bulldogs, you know, we need the real big badass trophies. So those aren't undoable. This year we got the Golden Gator. It's going to be badass. I think it's going to be, you know, something unique. Remember last year we did huge trophies year for that. We had the giant skulls.
I want to win that hat off of Wiz.
Party hat, Wiz?
Hey man, how big's that gator for them overalls? Them overall gator. How big's that sucker right there? 13,
That's the
14
beauty.
footer?
We've got the belts. The belts are absolutely going to the overall winner. So if you win this belt, you will have this belt all year long. You get to hold it. John's going to have it on his pedestal. King of Florida, undisputed left-hand champion. I've said it now. Don't think it's not going to happen. Noel Nunez was our first winner, left-handed. Andre Shark won the next year. John could easily be the winner. These are traveling belts, so you get to hold the belt all year. Our returning champ, right-handed, Chance Shaw, will be coming. I don't think he's arm wrestling due to an injury aggravated at East versus West. But he will be head referee.
Nice.
So someone asked earlier, who were the referees for King of Florida?
Yes. Is Trent going to be there?
I have no idea. No, I'm kidding. The two head referees are Trent Johns and Chance Shaw. And the two down refs, we got Ford Canary and Mark Mensch. And we are working on David Rutherford as another down ref. So
all right.
we always got the Red Lightning himself, the Red Power Ranger, R. Kelly. He can always step in.
Anytime, happy to help.
I'd like to get Luke Polsher down here sometime, maybe in the next event or when we go to Sarah's next month. Back to here. It would be interesting. I think we would definitely have a lot more people interested. We'd do another referee seminar possibly. You know, that yielded us tons.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you should just tell them to just go ahead and give me my ref certification.
Sure. Yeah.
I proved myself.
Oh,
I don't even need the head ref. Just let me get a little old junior ref, you know. Let me just be an alternate. That's all I want to be, just an alternate.
well, you've definitely
You
got
can say there it is.
alternate vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how awesome would it be if the 198 amateur champ that everybody lost to is this guy right here? Can
It
you
would be
imagine?
amazing.
Can you
It would
imagine
be
losing
amazing.
to a guy in a full-on fucking sombrero straw hat, man? Woo-hoo. I'm
These-
telling you, man,
you guys-
people have no idea. They have no idea.
Wiz
I'm
is
coming at
suddenly
you.
having connection issues. Is he having connection issues on y'all's end? Steve with another super chat.
What's
Big
that?
money. I think Steve's definitely the better electrician with the way his super chats are coming in. You
Oh
can't.
yeah.
I ain't super chatted more than $2 in my life. My man just sent me $100.
What?
Playing around.
He's
Yeah,
gonna charge you 100
and
extra.
I want
for
y'all
the-
to know these super chats have nothing to do with who gets the good side of the buckle first. Okay, and no way would I have to be swayed with
the-
the American dollar.
disclaimer.
I just want to put that out there for anybody.
Are you-
What's that?
I was asking Matt if he was coming to King of Florida as well.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Horse man.
Riding with the Red Lightning.
106, 198.
Let's talk
198.
about Matt real quick.
198.
Let's talk
Okay.
about you, Matt, and your
Yes.
experiences at the FAL and some of your rivalries. Well, I want to hone in on the Fit Expo and your existence in the FAL where you lie right now.
Listen, I'm having a blast. I love this. The FAL is so much fun. I've never had more fun pulling at tournaments, honestly. They're a great time.
How did you feel about getting into the with Paul Italia into the wars? I felt like you were the guy to slow him down.
I should have been. I
think
was
you had
not.
it.
I was not taking it that. I didn't think it was that serious. I thought we were just like pulling in a tournament. But apparently, he came very prepared for me, for
Ready.
just me. And
Just
I was like,
for you.
"Oh, okay, that's that made things way harder to deal with."
Now, what are you gonna do if Paul Italia shows up again in your class?
Oh, that'll be great. I'm closer to 198 this time.
You're
I
ready.
was 176 last time.
Okay.
I was a little baby.
Here's the thing: we're gonna need somebody to slow him down.
I'm gonna have to slow him down. That's fine. He's got a
Yes.
few more amateur wins he can get in FAL before he's got to move to pro class. But I'll pull him. I have no problem
Wiz, you
pulling
got-
Paul.
For Paul Italia,
Oh,
I
yeah.
gripped up with him on the side table.
are you gonna put the brakes on him in the Kings?
Is he gonna be there?
No.
Oh well,
He's in Utah.
Unfortunately,
I think that would be I think that would be a very fun match actually.
That dude's strong.
Yeah, he heard Rundle was coming back, so he left. He left Florida.
I think if Matt wouldn't have tried to fucking press all the damn time and fucking got
What do you
and
want
just
from me?
got it. Well, I'm just saying, if he would have done some tricky shit in the strap and just
Yeah.
exposed his hand, because Paul is very strong, but he is, a little bit smaller on the hand department. So
I think so too.
I think if you could
Hold on. Did you just say in the hand department?
yes. Well, I'm not trying.
Taught you to talk like that. Your girl or something like. She called you. What other department she says? What's going on here? I've never heard this reference. You're a little small in the hand department. What is this like? Fucking arm wrestling pornography? What the? What did I
Whoa!
join?
This is a family show, bro. This is a family
That's what
show.
I'm trying to make this family friend. I got bounce houses and shit, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm just. I was trying to say it like in a nice way.
What do
Like
you do
he's
in
got
your
a
spare time?
Well, I did get to the States illegally as a young boy, as a very young niño.
Hey, Wiz, how is the girth of his wrist? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Good subject change. Thank you, R. Kelly. His arm, I definitely would not hook him. I would stay away from his arm. I would just put so much tension in that strap. By the way, set up that match. I would just put so much tension in that strap that as soon as he drove sideways, he would buckle his own fucking wrist.
And my mistake was that I thought I had a lot in his hand in the strap, and he clearly had he had a setup that was meant for my press, and so
he just power hooked right through you.
Hold on,
I
I got
power hooked right through it.
I got a dream match for you guys right now. Ford Canary, Paul Italia.
Ooh, man.
We get the smallest guy in the building, and we send him full send at Paul.
Man,
Holy shit. If Ford got that stop, that's all he would need. Because he would never
An
quit.
amazing matchup, though.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps.
If Paul wasn't so strong, I think it'd be an amazing match.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
what is. I do believe Paul's very strong, but it's like everything experience is knowing when to start and stop.
Yeah.
I think that's where I think that Ford might be able to actually bridge the gap right there. Jesus, Ford's in the chat saying now.
Ford.
I didn't even know he's in here.
Yeah.
Hey, sneaky guy. Set that up, Robert. You work on that. We'll make something happen. Ford Canary and
but Ford wears his hat.
Tell you.
And I get the winner. The winner goes against the Wizinator.
The winner gets a giant gator head to wear on their head the whole tournament. It's the champion.
That would be pretty sick.
The gator hat.
The gator hat.
Felt like a 20-foot gator, right? Any predictions on who you guys think are this year's winners? Super heavies is going to be interesting. Is Brad even coming? Chance
Yeah.
said not arm wrestling.
Yeah, that's a tough because Brad's nursing that right arm, so he's not 100%. Does anybody know if Daniel Price is coming? My money's on him if he shows up.
Wherever he's at.
Wherever he's at.
Yeah, I
Daniel
think
Price enters the class, he's winning it.
20.
I mean, if not, Dane will probably just move up to supers and take it.
Is
Yeah.
Carl pulling?
Is Carl pulling or is he hurt?
Carl Stanley don't. It doesn't matter. He pulls when he's hurt. I'll be honest. So I don't think it matters. I think Carl's coming. I think he's coming full steam, 300 plus pounds.
Yeah,
He
I
ain't
put
saying shit. I don't see him in the chat. But
Don't forget Josh Miller.
man, it's hard to forget Josh Miller when you've seen the performance he put on at in Georgia. He looked good. The only person that could slow, well, I guess Ellerton and Jerome could slow him down, but these were like the two top dogs in the building that day. So
yeah,
Josh is a freight train. And the thing about him is he don't weigh as much as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
He's only about 250, 260. He ain't no 300 pounder or nothing. And he's a dog when he's in it. Dane Sellers, he's coming to make some noise.
Yeah.
I see him looking super ready.
Super yellow Cardi.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the type of guy who does all cardio, you could tell.
Yeah.
All cardio.
He's going to be hard to handle too as soon as he learns to arm wrestle even more and more. Training
Yeah,
down
he's what, like 2 years in?
Does
I don't even
Gorowski
think he's
take
that
him
long.
another King of Florida?
Ooh.
The kid already took one 2 years ago.
He looked pretty good at the Fit Expo.
He beat Matt King.
I don't know if that's going to happen. No, I don't know.
That he's pulling 198 pros, right? That's I don't know, man. Austin Wade, I don't think he's showing up. Who's showing up for that class? Is Artem going to be in it? Do you know?
No.
I would bet Gordon's not going to be there.
All right, so Matt King,
Although I
definitely, I
hope he
would
is.
say. Okay, Matt King could. I mean, in the 198s, if Wade's not in it, that's one of the top guys out. If Artem's not in it, that's one of our top guys out. So that leaves really Matt King.
Is Noel going to?
I first heard he was, and then I heard that they couldn't get the super match they wanted, so they didn't.
Yes.
If Noel shows up, that's probably your 1 and 2 guy right there, Matt King and
Yeah.
Noel.
I don't know. And then there's wily Kevin Sams out there.
Oh yeah. If you get the Kevin Sams that's walking around talking to himself with the fucking eyes like this,
Fucking just
Now that's the strong one.
that's
Hey.
the fucking Kevin Sams you don't
The
want
one
to
that's
fuck with
jumping,
right there.
he's hopping and
Yeah.
all
I
That's
time-
the
saw
one that's
Kevin
strong.
Sams literally the I don't know, maybe a couple tournaments ago where he was just having wars with Matt and beating him. And he was walking around rubbing his arms, just talking to himself, just
Hey,
around, just
I think you should have seen
like-
him 6-7 years ago how strong he was. He's lost a little bit of muscle mass now. Now he's like a leaner version of himself. He had fucking shoulders in the day. Diesel, dog. Diesel. He moves like a cat, bro. That guy can dunk. And he's like 100 years old.
he's 100 years old.
It's 90, 80, 90,
Goddamn.
something like he's just
His
on so
first
much
car
abuse,
was
he
a
don't- he
fucking
looks
Model T.
45.
Yeah.
He's about 90 years old in real life.
They used
I'm
to fucking hold
Got the
hands.
doctor.
I'm watching the 50.
You're watching 54s?
Yeah, I think those are the funnest guys to watch for me.
54s has kind of became wide open nowadays.
Ford's gonna win that.
It used to be ran by George.
Yeah. And I mean, who do you got now? You got Jeff, you got Newman, you got Ford, you got Bob, you got Cody Anderson, you got my dog JT, you got Steven. There's a lot of guys, and they're all going to be pulling.
Yeah. Is Newman and Bob gonna
Everyone
be
that's-
there?
I was gonna say it's Newman. Newman's that dude's looking. He looked way stronger at Fit Expo.
Didn't he?
Way stronger.
He looked sharp. He was on
Yeah.
hitting all.
Right.
Yeah, he looked like he definitely might have told Bob Sawick you're taking second.
Hmm.
You know,
Don't
might have
forget,
just come in.
Jeff may show up in good shape too.
Bob
Hey.
Sawick, can't doubt him out. Jerry Lorino, is he going to come back? Is he last year's winner?
Not at King of Florida, I don't think.
Not at King of Florida.
No.
Is he gonna make the event and make weight?
That's
Yeah.
the big
Question. He loves to give me crap saying I think he can never make weight.
Yeah, he wants to kick my ass really bad. So
What are you gonna do about that?
I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this.
I think John has the last wins on him, don't he?
Yeah, on the left hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I beat him last tournament, and he wants to beat me so bad. Oh God, it's
Someone
so funny.
said Ford needs to bulk up though, doesn't he? Imagine Ford on Artem's stack.
Oh,
Hey, 100.
that would be
15 pounds.
I often joke just Ford at 160 pounds would be the equivalent of a normal person at like 240. Just a good 30 pounds of mass on him.
Yeah, all you juice monsters claiming to be natural. I want you to use Ford as your example. I've known Ford for maybe 10 years, 8 years, 7 years. This guy has not fluctuated 5 pounds in the weight, it seems. Same size every time I ever met him. So when I see you guys 30 pounds heavier, too many minerals in the soil.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff just said that he's coming to take the #1 left-hand spot from Newman as well, and that rank.
Who said that?
Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff looked extremely
the
strong.
Butcher. He wants to be called the
Tallahassee.
Butcher.
The Butcher. That's it. That is his name. That's basically
If
Jeff
he
the
gets,
Butcher.
he's a real problem. He's very strong.
We just got to keep him from butchering his own fucking arm, and then he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
He's still got time to take the money left-handed if he got in there and just dog fights the rest of these and hits the next tournaments. You guys don't forget, man, we're giving away $10,000 end of the year. So
What's the weight allowance again? 3 pounds?
yes, 3 pound weight allowance. But
All right.
you know, you got to be dressed to get the weight to get the clothing allowance. So
That's
it's
fine.
not making him 3 pounds. That's the problem Max is gonna have. Max gonna show up.
Can I weigh in silk clothing?
Yeah. I mean, you could weigh in with helium balloons, I guess. I mean,
We're in full Hugh Hefner style sick ensemble.
But you have to wear the hat if you do that.
Oh, and the pipe. You know that. Come on, John. You've seen the outfit. Let's not kid ourselves.
the black jersey. Someone was commenting about that earlier. Black jerseys, we're gonna allow them. You guys want to do something fun with them? Wear them to King of Florida. Look different. There's only about 20 in the shop, so make sure you get yours. The King of Florida is going to be ran in 2 separate tournaments. So make sure you guys are aware, looking at the flyer. It's the same way we did it before. We are doing the amateur weigh-in and the amateur start time different than the pro start time.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I thought that's the way we're going to do it.
It's just a 2-hour offset, so you guys don't have to stick around all day. We'll get the amateurs out of there. They can hang out if they want, but the pros don't have to show up at 9 in the morning. Other than that,
Oh yeah,
4 days out. My opinion.
I can't believe it's only 4 days away. That's crazy.
4 days away. This could be the biggest tournament of the year. I'm super hyped about it. I think the classes are going to be crazy. We got Mayhem is just a huge act to follow up when you keep talking about the big, right? At some point, we're not going to be able to, but you know, I think King of Florida is the one that has the potential. King of Florida, and then the next Pro Gear event. These 2 are going to be mega events.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Let's make King of Florida hyped. Everybody come on in. We will be at the city limits in DeLand, Florida, right there, central located. We're about 30 minutes, 40 minutes north of Orlando. We were here before Bike Week. Super awesome. One of these few venues that you go to and you just want to keep coming back. I mean, they cater to the arm wrestle. We pretty much got access to the whole place.
Hey, John, does that tattoo get you free entry on that hand?
Look at
That
that.
should for life, right?
It
I
should
know,
get at
fuck,
least
I'll
one
get- I'll
class
get-
for life.
Yeah, for real. I'll get fucking 2 of those right now. Shit, if that's the case.
Hey,
That tattoo is gonna pay for itself in like 3 tournaments.
How long till we get Amber at the tournaments just blasting people with tattoos during the whole thing?
Oh, how cool is she? Yeah. Oh,
he's
dude.
ready.
Come on now. How
She's
awesome would
ready.
that be? Hey, you want to get a quick tattoo? It'll get you in the tournament
Hey,
half price.
flying all over it, just tattooing through it. Yeah.
Just
I know.
hand me the gun and just let me scribble on it.
Oh
Full
god.
send.
Hit
Uh,
signal.
That's staph infection for everybody if Brandon does
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, imagine arm wrestling and then doing tattoo. Like, dude, you got to wash your fucking hands arm wrestling like 10
Is
times.
it normal for me to get chalk inside this
Exactly.
thing?
Exactly.
That's
We've,
fine.
we've done this. We've done this before.
Yep.
Robert set one of these up at the AWU in Houston.
Yep. Loser got a tattoo right there on the spot.
What?
God
This
damn.
not where
Yeah.
at?
On his
Yeah.
right
he got
here on
tattooed
his
right
arm.
there. It said
What'd it
arm wrestling
say?
uncensored.
It's right there.
It said arm wrestling uncensored. Freaking
Ah,
idiot.
Hey, listen, dude, that arm wrestling uncensored event looked like it was pretty badass.
It was.
It was. It was.
Yeah, it looked like it was-
so much fun. That was a party.
It's pretty awesome how the energy of each event is different, right? So you have no idea. You could be coming into the baddest party of your life and you just think it's the next tournament. But that arm wrestling uncensored one looked super awesome. Mark Goose says, hey, could we gamble points in a super match? It's a great idea. Absolutely not, though. That would create a ton of confusion. And what it would do is lead to just at the end, someone gambling all their points. So then one of these 2 guys is guaranteed the winner. It would take away the entire competition of it. I've thought of a lot of them. Mark Goose is the type of guy to message me once a week, different idea on like NASCAR style points race, this and this. So he's a guy. I give him props. His ideas are great as far as keeping it competitive.
mhm.
So a lot of things like that we can think about, next season we can all come up with that. And I would love to incorporate some points value into some super matches. But I'm hoping by then we have a super match series and we're doing our own pay-per-views.
I can't wait.
Guys from here that people want to see.
Me and Ford need to have a rematch, by the way.
As strong as Ford's looking, you better be doing more
Bro,
than reps.
Trump, come on.
You gotta do
come on.
2,000 reps for
Come
him,
on.
Liz.
Take it easy.
What are you drinking on right now? It's a protein shake?
It's a Deja Blue. It's blurred out because it's they don't pay me yet, so I got to blur it out. I
Gotcha.
can't give them no free promotion. But
Gotcha.
it's canned water. It's not alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. I
Yeah.
highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. A man wearing that hat.
Oh, come on.
Liz looks like the type of guy when he pulls over, you got to search his car every time. Every single time you're searching him for drugs. Doesn't matter where he's at.
Hey, come on now. I have a very trustworthy face. Officers love me.
You have a trustworthy voice. You have
Yeah,
the
oh,
face of a
absolutely.
criminal.
I'm the voice of the FAL, future voice of the FAL.
This is your face with.
How
Bro.
about are we gonna see Dylan and Wiz on the mic? Wouldn't that be a nice combo? Is Dylan Cobb gonna make his return? I've heard he is a bass fishing sensation right now, featured on the Outdoor Sports Network. He's winning all sorts of fishing tournaments.
We got it. We need a cool saying for that.
He's pretty much big timed us at this point and outgrown the FAL. If you guys know Dylan Cobb, message him, tell him we need him back at the King of Florida.
He's going to be back. He's going to be right there next to me going, hi, everybody. I'm Dylan Cobb here with the FAL.
That's such a good impression.
He has like it's almost like a slight Hank Hill tone to it. You know what I mean? Just very relaxing.
It does.
He jumps in with a real big press. And here he goes. He's done gone inside on him. Man, crowd's going wild.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Dylan, don't fucking punch me in the face, bro. That was a good impression. You know it was.
That was a good one. And we need him back. It ain't the same without him. We got to party with Josh Webb last weekend. That was an amazing.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we need him to come down. Oh man. Yeah, we definitely need more ladies involved. We got to crown someone the king of Florida. And if I have to, I will make Matt Rundle the official queen of Florida. So come on out, bring your girlfriends. Ladies are free to arm wrestle. Bring your grandma, that old strong ass lady in your family, neighbor, somebody, the biker chick at the bar. That's pretty much what American arm wrestling exists at this point.
Now, is the FAL progressive enough that we're allowing men that identify as women?
Only when there's cash on the line.
I'm just kidding. Because I have Michael Britt
cash on the line. And in that event, it's me.
I was gonna say, I'll put my hair up.
This match just went crazy. She just pulled her penis out of his top roll and everything.
Well, I'll tell you, we have the opposite happening at the FAL, actually. We've got Sarah Bachman entering in the men's class. And destroying men. So,
well,
quite the opposite.
Yeah.
That's somebody I will not
Sarah,
do not want to arm wrestle.
Sarah Latona is talking about coming down. I think if you were coming down, your best bet would probably be the one in October, where we have the ladies matching up from Sweden, Sarah and Anna Grunland. Yeah, I think that would definitely. I believe that one's probably going to draw quite a few ladies out.
I thought that was September 9th. No,
is that September 9th? That's at Pro Gear. What did I say? October?
Yeah.
I apologize. September. It's the next event after this.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next one in September at Pro Gear. It's going to be at Sarah's gym. That event's going to be awesome, obviously. But
yeah.
So what are you thinking for the finale? Can we get any hints? Any ideas?
Yeah, it's good. So a lot of people have been asking. It's going to be Central Florida. So we're going to keep it close to the Orlando airport. We're going to keep it close to everything there. I'm hoping for Orlando. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much everything that we've been talking. So we're going to try to do a ballroom style or a auditorium style banquet tournament after. There's going to have to be a very early morning, fast-paced tournament for Saturday morning. So I would expect amateur starting straight at 9 o'clock. Pros start at 12. We wrap it up at 3. But yeah, we are working on the finals every day. I want the finals to be awesome. Like I said, we're going to be catered to have this. I want to get some guys voting on. We're going to vote 2-3 guys into the Florida Arm Wrestling Hall of Fame. And these are, we'll start with some of these, just some beasts and some legends and stuff. And I think having, a committee of maybe 5 of the most important older guys that arm wrestle and have been around, we can get that going. But I would love to have, like we talked, the Arm Wrestler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, some of these guys we can highlight. So you might be the greatest amateur arm wrestler your first year, but nobody gave a fuck because Artem was on fire. Like that can happen. It's not much of a standout this year. We want to be able to bring people up on stage, get you up here. We got all sorts of crazy stuff, dude. We got David Rutherford and his wife are getting married in October at Biketoberfest at the event.
Oh my God.
I'm not lying. It's out of control. Good
old David.
Yeah, I'm hoping to build up the September 9th event to a big ladies event. We'll already have, a foreigner lady out here. We'll have Sarah Bachman.
Are we going to get the video, his wedding, for the live?
Oh, I feel like it's got to cut to it, right? We got to cut to it, and then I'm like giving the speech, and Robert, you're interviewing, and like, so how do you feel about this? I don't know.
Brandon,
I don't know.
you
So
need
I
to
don't want.
become ordained.
I
How do
don't
you get
want. I don't
ordained?
want to diminish their wedding at all by making a mockery of it because it's not. But I imagine knowing David, it'll be as fun as anything. And I don't know though. They might have a serious person there marrying them and a whole ceremony to the side. I would imagine it's going to be David Rutherford style, right? So it's probably going to be a little bit crazy, a little bit fun. If I need to, I will become an ordained minister.
That would be pretty freaking dope for you to
I
marry
go
them,
above
man.
and beyond for the FAL arm wrestlers. You just let me know what you need. I'll become a locksmith and break in your house. You just let me know.
I'm sitting here
Robert,
with
if you do
an
film
ordained
this,
minister.
is the Kelly cam? I mean, you're Kelly camming them right in there while they're looking him dead in his face while they're giving the vows and everything, or how does the production of this look?
If they will let me, I will make it like a professional wedding.
Okay, well, we'll ask David Rutherford and see how it's going. I think, is this going to be the first people ever married at an arm wrestling tournament?
No way.
I think so.
No way. You think so?
Is this the first? Is this the first time this happened? In 5 billion years of humanity? And it's the first time this ever happened.
This is a 1-on-1.
That's it, 1-on-1. Yeah, no, it's wild. King of Florida. This, like I said, the back half. We knew the back half of the year is going to be the funnest.
Mhm.
You know, so this is it. We got King of Florida. We got Pro Gear. We got another stop in September at Mikey's place in Plant City. Then we go out back to Daytona. You know, we're going all over the place. Then we come back to DeLand again, and then we have our finale. So just big event after big event. But we're gonna wrap the show up. King of Florida, August 12th. We're 4 days away this Saturday. Don't miss it. We got the Golden Gators. We got the traveling belts. It's going down. I expect to see everybody there. If you're anybody that's anybody, you better be here because you damn sure can't be the king sitting home. You guys be easy. I will see y'all this Saturday.
All right, see ya.